It's the Cool Nerd Mod song feature. Will it be about a show, game, or a creature? We'll talk about some nerdy things and the songs the Cool Nerd Mod sings.
All right, everybody. I'm so excited about today. Let me tell you about today. Today is episode number 1 of the Cool Nerd Mark song feature. What we're going to do on the Cool Nerd Mark song feature is we are going to talk about the songs coming from his upcoming album, the Remaster album, which is currently available on Bandcamp.
Yeah, currently on Bandcamp, and it will be out on Spotify, iTunes on the 28th of September, and on CD October 1st. You could also
all right, so we're about to get the whole kit and caboodle.
You could also listen to it on coolnerdmark.com.
All right. Now that we know where to get it from, today's topic is going to be about the song Smash, which, as you can tell by my brother's my brother's background, we have the Hulk as the topic today. Hulk Smash. And we got the fist. Those are so cool. I've always wanted some of those.
Great.
But we're gonna talk about the Hulk and Marvel superheroes. Now, whether it be comics, cartoon, TV shows, or movies, Marvel has always left Marvel has always left its imprint among us all. When did you kind of first get into Marvel comics?
I think probably when I was in elementary school, and on Saturday afternoons, it was usually late on Saturday morning. So they'd have all the regular Saturday morning cartoons, and then near the end, they would play the cartoons of Spider-Man and the Hulk. And I think there might have been a Fantastic Four cartoon that would come on sometimes. And this was like way before cable, when we had the little UHF circle antenna on the back of the black and white TV.
Oh, yeah. I remember the Fantastic Four cartoon back then was very famous for introducing Herbie.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Herbie? They've had a few homages to Herbie in the MCU so far, but maybe once the new Fantastic movie comes out next year, I think it's Herbie might have a full-blown comeback. So let's look for the Herbie revolution coming very soon.
I can't not mention the live action Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk show that I watched every time I could growing up. And, Mom, if you guys watching this don't know, Jonathan and I are brothers, but Mom told me when I was a kid, I asked her, how do they get the Incredible Hulk to get so green? And instead of telling me, he wears makeup or whatever, she says, he just jumped in a giant vat of pickle juice. And I believed that for many years.
Now we know the real secret. Pickle juice. Turn you green. All right. So, we'll talk about the song in a little bit, but Hulk and Marvel superheroes, the Incredible Hulk has always been such an interesting story when it comes to Marvel. You think back to Jekyll and Hyde, where it got a lot of its inspiration from. But that dynamic, and you talk about it in this song, that dynamic between him being this great, powerful, feared monster, but also being this tortured soul in so many ways.
Yeah, and I believe it was Stan Lee actually said at one point that he wrote the Hulk about some of his own struggles with anger and frustration when he was younger. Yeah, although honestly, it's kind of hard to imagine Stan Lee was ever young because he's become such an icon in his old age, before he unfortunately passed away.
You know, he always looked old. I don't ever remember him looking young. He kind of looked a little bit the same for about 40 years there. So, you know, that's what happens when you go gray quick is you kind of keep that, like Steve Martin. Steve Martin has looked the same age for 50 years, but, you know, we can't tell the difference. All right. So there's some upcoming Marvel movies and TV shows that we wanted to talk about real quick. What are some of the stuff that Marvel is coming out with, you know, here up soon or already has come out that you're really excited about?
I mean, today we're recording this on the 19th of September, which is actually the premiere date for Agatha All Along on the WandaVision connected show that's on I guess whatever streaming. Let's not mention them so they don't demonetize us.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. You know, WandaVision was so incredibly innovative, and I was just hooked from the first episode, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought Agatha Harkness was a tremendous character. So we got my cat coming in here to join us, but you know, Agatha was such a tremendous character, and you know, to me, it's been hit or miss as far as like taking a villain and making a show of them. But I think the difference with this one is the writing team is just so good. And Agatha, the actress who plays her, I can't recall her name right now, but she's great. And so yeah, should be good.
And I've heard that Aubrey Plaza plays a role in it. And I'm really excited about that because she is. I don't know if you've ever checked her out on YouTube or whatever. I mean, she was on Parks and Rec, of course, but everything she does publicly, like, is almost like totally in character. So she's just fun to watch. So it'd be an interesting show. And I'm gonna admit I haven't kept up with all the Marvel shows since the first couple of ones came out. So I'm gonna give this one a try though because it's been a while since I really got into one. So.
Yeah, it's been hit or miss lately, but there has been some good ones. You know, one I really enjoyed was that ties into Hulk is the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I thought was great. And in the upcoming new Captain America movie, it's called Brave New World, will be the return of Thunderbolt Ross, who, as we all know, becomes the Red Hulk. And I didn't tell you who is playing Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross, yet, but William Hurt, who did a great job in the 2009 Hulk movie where 2008 with Ed Norton. William Hurt did a great job. He passed away, and they're replacing him with Harrison Ford.
Oh, okay. That'll be great. I mean, if you're going to replace William Hurt, that's not a bad choice. Yeah, one legend.
No, they have a little tease in at the credits, not the credits, but the previews that they put out that Red Hulk will be making an appearance. So it should be really fun to get Hulk and Red Hulk and that whole can of worms being opened up. The leader is going to be back for this one, which was in the original Hulk movie at the very end when you saw him kind of transform. So it should be a lot of fun. Of course, we got Thunderbolts, which, Thunderbolts is one of those movies like Marvel has had some success with team up movies, and this is a big team up movie. I've got some of the people written down here. Black Widow, the new one, played by Florence Pugh. Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross is going to be in this one as well. You have Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier is going to be back. Taskmaster, Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Red Guardian is going to be back from the Black Widow movie. And the one I'm excited about is they're introducing Sentry, which is a really, really underrated Marvel character that I have really wanted to see them introduce for a long time. So a lot of exciting stuff going on. you have any thoughts about any of those things we just talked about?
I mean, a lot of those characters you're talking about, I kind of have a little bit of familiarity with, but I'm definitely going to be experiencing that for the first time when that comes out in next year. And I'm excited about what's going on with it because, Marvel's had their ins and outs, their ups and downs, but it seems like we got an exciting new phase coming in, new Avengers coming up in a couple of years. So we'll be excited to see where we go. Of course, the internet's going to have a million opinions one way or the other, but I had to get to the point where I just factor out some of that noise. There's some series that, have been not as well received that I really enjoyed She-Hulk a lot, for example, and that the internet widely panned that one. But, we watched a lot of cheesy stuff growing up that we knew wasn't good, but we just liked it anyway because it was what we wanted to see. And we just accept the fact that it's not going to be as good. I think we've gotten to the point with the internet where we expect everything to be Oscar quality or, and, as long as they keep making nerdy stuff, I'm going to keep watching it, even if it's not great.
My big thing is if it's fun, then it's got an appeal to it. And She-Hulk was fun. Speaking of fun, you have not seen it yet, but oh my goodness, you talk about fun. We're talking about Wolverine and Deadpool. I got this at the movie theater when I went. It's very frightening looking up close. But, man, you talk about a great movie with a lot of cameos that will just blow your mind. Fun stuff. So you got to check that out, Mark, and everybody else. If you're,
I've been busy, so missed recording an album, so I missed out on some movies. But now that it's out, I got some time. Boom, get caught up.
Sounds good. Speaking of recording an album, right now we are going to have well, before we get to that, you want to talk a little bit more about Hulk's influence as a character and why he's inspiration for Smash?
Yeah. So I actually wrote this song almost 10 years ago after I had rewatched for, I think, the second or third time the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie, which was the second MCU movie. So it was Iron Man, 2008 Hulk, and then Iron Man 2, with the Hulk as the meat in the Iron Man sandwich. And whenever I watched that, there was just one scene that was in the movie that just sort of struck me as worthy of writing a song about it, and it was the love scene when Edward Norton I always want to say David. I always want to say David Banner because that was his name on the Lou Ferrigno one, but Bruce Banner. He was starting to get a little amorous with Liv Tyler's Betty, and he was afraid he would Hulk out, and he had to wear like a. Back when they used to have those, before they had the Fitbits, when they had the wrist pulse meters, she had him wear one of those so he wouldn't, because the way that they did it in the movie was if his pulse got above 200, he became the Hulk. And so I just thought that was so funny that I thought I would write a love song about Hulk, and it turned into more than that, because, it went some of the story of that. And I don't say the song is completely about that movie, but it was inspired by that movie. It's more about the character of the Hulk, and just as a nice, fun, upbeat pop. I call it pop punk would be the genre that it fits into. And if you're ready, let's go ahead and give it a listen. And there's actually a video that I made cutting together clips from all my favorite Hulk shows, and we'll give that a listen right now.
All right. Here it comes, the video for Smash by Cool Nerd Mark.
I am walking, but I don't know just where I am going. I am moving, but I don't know just where I'll be living. The fans are chasing me day. But that's the price you pay for gamma rays. Trying, I am trying to keep my anger in its place. Wanting, I am wanting to punch Mr. McGee in his face. Don't make me angry, 'cause you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Now they're coming for me, guns are pointed at me. There's nothing anymore. Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Lying, here I'm lying in a ditch with ripped up pants again. Searching, I am searching for an antidote to inject into my veins. Hello, Mr. Blue. Is there anything you can do to make it Bruce? Just Bruce. And that's a Hulk. Betty, sweet, sweet Betty, you're the kind of girl that I want to wed. Nervous, I'm so nervous. If we keep on making out, soon be dead. Don't take this as rejection, or the response meter is an adequate protection. Besides, I don't think you could take my Hulk affection. Baby, please don't go. This time I won't say no. Muscles starting to grow. Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Lonely. Hulk is lonely. Betty gone away. Hulk sad. Counseling. Gone to counseling. Gotta find out how to not make Hulk mad. Relationships are rough, but when they go and get stuck, you just can't smash. No smash. Hulk do yoga. Pilates. Kansas City smash wall. Smash bridge. Smash car. Smash tank. Hulk smash. Hulk smash. Hulk smash. Smash.
All right. We just watched the video for Smash by Cool Nerd Mark. A great video, very well edited, multiple depictions of Hulk, different movies, different cartoons. Of course, the Lou Ferrigno, the classic TV show. Talk a little bit about the composition of it. How was it to make the song first? We'll talk about the song and then we'll talk about the video in a second. But talk about how Hulk influenced the lyrics and sound of this song.
Well, it's really funny. I had a list of songs I wanted to write about that I made back in 2013 when I wrote this. And one of the things on the list was Batman. And so I sat down to write a song about Batman. And I got about halfway through the first verse and Hulk got in my head. And he was like, no, just Hulk song, not Batman song. So it became a Hulk song. it was kind of funny when you're writing songs, how sometimes they just sort of take their own direction. Because that's just what happens in your brain. We have so many different parts of our brain that are involved in the creative process. And sometimes, I don't know what got the Hulk in my head. It might have been that I saw a picture of the Hulk or, read something about it that week or whatever, but he was in my brain and he was like, this is what you write.
I love that.
And then I think probably the defining moment during the composition was when I'm writing songs, I'll write on guitar, and I was playing around with the chords, and I was playing in the key of C, which is what it's written in. And at one point, I made a mistake, and I went up to a chord that wasn't actually in that key, and it just sounded right. And that's the part of the song that actually repeats Hulk smash, Hulk smash, Hulk smash, because it's got a D major, which is not a chord in that key. But and they call that in music a borrowed chord. So it's a chord that was borrowed from another key signature that just works well and adds some extra energy to that part.
Absolutely. Now, you have gone through, I'd say, the past 5 years or so at least, you've gone through a little evolution of how you record. A lot of it used to be either you had a band or it would be acoustic.
Right.
Talk about like the evolution of you as an artist and as a recording artist, as far as adding new instruments and everything along those lines.
Yeah, well, I was in a band for 7 years called Mystery Soda. We did a lot of, local festivals, comic book shows, things like that. It was a lot of fun. The band broke up right before 2020 when we all went into lockdown. And I had always had another bandmate, my drummer, that would do all the recording stuff for us. And I figured, okay, well, now I'm on my own. I want to keep making music, and it was something to do as we all picked up a new hobby during that time. And I found a place where I could go and take lessons. And so I found a teacher, and I said, I had purchased some recording software, and I'm like, I don't know how to use it. And I really didn't even know enough of the lingo to be able to watch YouTube videos and figure it out. So I went for lessons for about a year. And I got a lot of feedback. I got some information. I learned what the different parts of a recording chain are, because there's different steps. And I slowly started collecting software. There's really a ton of free effects software that's out there. So everything that was made on my first album, I didn't pay a dime for, other than the software to record itself, which I use Reaper, which is only like $60 for a permanent license, which is great. So, and over time, I've been collecting, as I have a little bit of money here and there, I've been collecting some more sophisticated tools. And so I decided a couple of months ago, I wanted to make a CD, because CDs are really making a comeback. People are starting to listen to them again. People are kind of getting, we're living in almost a post-streaming world, because even though it remains the number one way people listen to music, 2024 was the first year since 2004 that CD sales outpaced record sales, because people are starting to buy them again. People are starting to get instrument. People are like, I got a CD player in my car still. And there's definitely some advantages to that medium, because you own the music. It's, when you listen to something on streaming, it's not yours. You're renting the right to listen to it. And they can take down your favorite artist tomorrow, and they're not there. And also, artists talk about a lot. We sometimes, some people that make their living about it have a legitimate concern, and that is, we don't make hardly any money off of Spotify. And Spotify recently decided that anybody with less than 1,000 plays doesn't get a dime. So, buying CDs is a great way to like really, have your own music at higher quality, and also support the artists that are making it. So even if you don't buy my CD, go out and buy a CD from someone.
Absolutely. Our 18-year-old niece, she just came over, her and Jillian, our other niece, for the weekend, and Joy has 18 years old, has a very large CD collection.
Wonderful.
And she loves it. And, she showed me her CD collection. It's it's vast. She is collecting them, and so I know she'll be getting this album as well. So we're excited about that. Talk a little bit about the video, man. That video, like I said, it hits almost every level of Hulk that there is. And I love that. It's just fun to watch for me, like just to go and say, oh, well, that's from that movie and that's from that movie. And this song fits that part of the song. So talk a little bit about the video itself.
Yeah, well, I was able to find clips from in different places on the internet from some of the Marvel movies, from the cartoons, from the old TV show, and then I just downloaded the clips and edited them together, and then I took out all the sound from the clips, and then inserted my own sound underneath that in an editor, and then just sort of melded it together. And then the editor I have also allows you to put your lyrics over it pretty easily. So that way I was able to have it be kind of like a karaoke video, or a what do they call it, a lyric video. So, and you can make a lyric video that's just static with images. I did that for my first couple of songs, and then as I got a little bit better, I'm like, I could actually do this over video. And so I was able to pick out clips that match different parts of the song, and I did my best to time them up in them. And so I think my favorite moment in the video is there's a part where I think it's the last time it says the chorus where it says Hulk smash 4 times, and I was able to line it up with Captain America on the first Avengers movie pointing to Hulk and saying smash.
Yes.
And
yes.
that just hit so well there.
I loved that, and I loved Homer Simpson as Hulk in there as well. Was was a good moment.
That was a lot of fun.
Man, it's been a pleasure talking to you about this. So reiterate again. You talked about it at the top of the show, but reiterate again where viewers can stream or download Smash.
Yeah. So the easiest way to find my stuff is just to go to your browser and put in #CoolNerdMark, and like a page will come up with all the places you can find my music, including my YouTube page, my Instagram, my Facebook, TikTok, and all those dumb things that we have. There's a website I have too, CoolNerdMark.com, that has just sections for all that stuff together. And so definitely check out the video for Smash. I have a version. The version you saw was actually the one with the new updated audio. There's an older version with slightly grittier audio, but it's still fun to watch. And then the stuff's available for download on Bandcamp and on my website, and anywhere that you could buy music. I mean, you could buy the single on Amazon if you wanted to. And then, of course, it streams on Spotify and iTunes. Currently, Smash is on my album's second edition, the original recording of it. But I would encourage you to wait until the 28th of September if you're planning on downloading it, because the updated version will be out then. Or you could actually download a version off of Bandcamp or off of my website today. Just going there and doing that. And then for CDs, those will be available to order and ship. That'll be $10 for the CD, and the CD will actually contain 2 bonus tracks, 2 covers that I didn't write, but I have the rights to do. So a little extra.
All right, that is all right. I love it. I'm looking forward to them extras. I saw what they were, and gonna be good stuff, and we'll talk about that on more episodes. So right now, is there any upcoming music releases or shows? We talked about the releases, but any shows you got coming up?
Yeah, so I have another single coming out I'm working on another album right now called Reptiles and Monsters that will be out by the end of 2024. A single from that called Ninja Turtle Weekend is already out. And then there'll be another single called The Wolfman that comes out for Halloween. That'll be a lot of fun. And then I have a show if you're in Washington, I have a show next month in Ocean Shores at the Ocean Shores Convention Center. It's a 2-day show at a craft show called Urban Unglued Freaks at the Beach. and it will. I'll be playing all day long, a couple of songs each hour at my booth there, and you'll have the opportunity if you're there to vote on which song you think is going to win. And when we do our next episode, I'll actually show you where you can vote online for that as well. So one of my competitions will be the Hulk versus Yoda, for example, and you can vote on which one you think would win.
I love it. I love it. I actually have a poster of Hulk and Yoda together at my house where Yoda's looking up and it says "Dream Big."
That would be the epic green throwdown, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So, man, what can I say? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow for future episodes. We're going to be breaking down more songs. We're going to be talking more things, more cool nerd stuff. And I could not be any more excited. Mark, thank you for your time today. It was a pleasure to talk to you about this. And we will see you next time.
All right. Thanks, Jonathan. Bye.
Nerd Mark feature. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.